Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back to the Spirit's Path, and this is Dee. And this is your monthly horoscope for the month of March. All right, and I'm doing something different. I'm out in the elements, so may have to stop if a rain shower comes through, and it is a little bit windy. So I'll be scrambling to keep the cards in place. All right, and something else I'm doing different this month is last month I used Oracle cards. I just didn't feel comfortable with them when I gave the message. And I didn't want to move forward with that until I got more comfortable with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one card for the general theme for the month, and then 4 cards for each of the weeks for the month of March. All right, and before we get started in that, I want to recap how your year's been going. So Aquarius, we started out this year in 2021 with the ancestor. And the ancestor is, wants you to listen to that universal beat, wants you to move forward, okay, whether it's your universal beat or, somebody else's, the universe's beat, let's say, all right, and start walking on that path. 2020 was rough for a lot of people, a lot of us, and 2021 gives you a new opportunity to move forward, okay? So listen to that universal beat as you move forward. January was represented by the world tree. Okay, so the world tree is the end of a cycle in the major arcana. Okay, and you've walked down this path. So let's say you've walked through 2020 and you've gained all this. You see how 2020 was, and you don't want 2021 to be like that. So here you've got the end of a cycle for January. Okay, and that's represented by the world tree. You've walked through the maze, and you're able to get up to the door, and you're going to walk through that door. You've experienced all the seasons. You've talked to all the people you needed to talk to, okay, during the month of January, all right? And as you walk through that door, the tree of wisdom, that door, and walked out the other side, February brought on, for the month of love, the 10 of arrows, instruction. Again, this is completion in the arrows, okay? Completion in the intellectualism, okay, of what, the arrows stand for. All right. So, maybe in February you were instructing somebody. Maybe you were the student. Maybe you were the teacher. Okay. There's a lot of instruction going on in that month of February. So let's see how March comes out, because as you walk through the world tree, you gain some wisdom, you gain some knowledge, and I'm thinking you're the teacher here, Aquarius, as the innovative sign that you are. I'm thinking you're the teacher. I don't think you're a student here. Okay, that's, we're through that 10 of arrows. So what does March have to bring you, Aquarius? I just want one card for the month of March. 8 of stones and skill. So your month is going to be represented by the skill, and I kind of find that a little funny, because here you've gone through this 10 of arrows instruction in February, and now you're working your nose to the grindstone in March. Okay, you're working some longer hours, but you are putting your mark on whatever it is that whatever that skill is you're doing. Okay, this is a very stable, very secure card. Okay, because you're building a craft, you're building your skill. Okay, moving forward. So maybe you were the student in February in Aquarius to learn something, and now you're applying it. Okay, that's how I'm reading this. Okay, so this first week in March is going to be represented, and I'll tie everything together too. This first week in March, one card. The Knight of Bows, Fox. So you're going to be on a quest, okay, a quest of creativity during this first month, and it's all going to be aligned with the skill set, okay, that you just learned. All right, that second week of March is represented 3 of stones, creativity. Another stones card. Third week of March is represented by the hooded man. So you may have to start looking within, especially after coming up with some creative ideas. In that fourth week of March, to move into April to set yourself up, is going to be represented by 7 of arrows, insecurity. I'll put the cards up in case of a passing shower. Okay, so let's talk about the month of March. Kind of referenced it earlier before. You know, you're listening to that universal beat. You walk through the world tree. You've gained that knowledge, that wisdom, okay, and you're applying it to that 10 of arrows instruction in February. Now March comes along, and it's, you know, it's putting that nose to the grindstone, okay, working on that skill that you possibly learned, or, you know, maybe preparing yourself in your skill set to continue teaching something. Okay, you can look at it that way. You know, there could be some preparation going on here. All right, there might be some long nights as he's working by the midnight oil. Okay, but the handprint up on the side of the wall says that you're going to leave your mark. Aquarius, you're going to leave your mark this month on whatever it is, whether it's a relationship, a project, a social setting, you know, whatever that skill that you know that you're working on, whether you're teaching it or whether that you're learning it. Okay, based on, you know, February, it's a continuation. It's a continuation from what's going on in February. All right, and it's taking that skill to the next level. All right, it's taking it to, you know, different people that you can teach and talk to. And the Knight of Bows during that first week of March, okay, is telling me that, you know, you might have to hide a little bit. Okay, you might have to be sly in your creative aspect. Okay, now you do, you know, there's another Stones card here, you know, which is, you know, for stability and security. But this Bows is fire energy, creative energy. All right, now Knights are tacticians and fighters. Okay, and, you know, Knights also like to start a quest. So, you know, you may be starting a quest this March of expanding your skill, expanding, maybe selling something that you're making, okay, or putting an idea, you know, maybe that's what you're good at. Maybe you're good at teaching others. You know, maybe this is a good way of saying, you know what, I know what I'm able to do. I can be creative. Maybe I need to put this more into a virtual form. And that's where that skill set that you have, you need, you know, think about that during the first week and be creative and say, you know what, I'm going to put my skill set online so I can teach others what's going on. And let that Knight of Bows guide you, okay? You know, that could be somebody that gives you that idea as well, okay, with what's going on, Aquarius. Because that second week is going to be about creativity. So here you've got this action plan that this Knight is giving you, okay, or somebody else is giving you, all right, to come up with a creative way of expressing your skill set. That second week is all going to be about creativity, okay? The different ways of doing whatever it is you need to do virtually. Let's say it's a project, okay? Maybe you can't show your boss what's going on, but maybe you can put a presentation together and do a Zoom meeting, okay? Do it with your peers, do it with your colleagues. You know, maybe there's a creative way in a relationship that you can build, okay, that helps with that skill set so you can continue to instruct people. The third week is more about introspection, is looking within. You know, what resources are you going to have to tap into? What is it that you want to talk about for that skill set? What is it that you want to go through to say, how am I going to go about drawing the arrows or working on the arrows, carving them up? What makes the most sense of going through my program? Okay, what makes the most sense of what makes the most sense creatively in moving forward, Aquarius? Okay, you're in an innovative sign. Okay, I'm sure when you look within, okay, you're going to be able to find out what it is you need to do to move forward. Okay, now you've got that beacon of light there as well. And the light is going to help shine into those dark recesses to possibly come up with a great idea. Okay, because that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing an idea pop through that'll help propel, you know, whatever it is that you're thinking of creatively move forward. Okay, and then you've got the Page of Arrows, that Wren's sitting there as well. Okay, so, you know, maybe you're thinking about what's happening this month. Maybe everything's not going into plan. Okay, but you know you do to have this skill set, and you're thinking to yourself, how do I get this out there to teach others? How do I free myself of what's going on in life? Okay. And then the fourth week, 7 of arrows, insecurity. Arrows is all about, intellectualism, mental acuity. 7 of arrows, to me, she's standing on a stone. The biggest thing that she can do is get off that stone and walk away from everything that's holding her back. Going into April, this 4th week, don't let your thought process hold you back. Don't let that thought process get you into the worry. Okay, don't let that thought process bring insecurity into your life. Don't let those arrows pin you down. Okay, don't let the vines grab you. You have the power to walk off that stone and away from that insecurity. So there you have it, Aquarius. It's your theme for the month with that skill card. You might have to be wily like the fox at the beginning of the month. You're going to be creative in that 2nd week. You're going to look within on that 3rd week, and just don't let that insecurity bog you down in taking the skill set to another level. Okay, put your nose to the grindstone. Continue moving forward. Okay, Aquarius, there you have it. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with others, and leave your comments down below. And we'll talk to you in the month of April. This is D for Spirit's Path. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.